I think that in the new
There's gotta
version,
be something with this.
the office could use a bit of decoration.
Yeah, there has
like
to be something
balloons.
with this.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Sunday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Sunday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Yep, and then I'm gonna walk out.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Or have you?
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all
Screw
have to
you.
move on from our mistakes.
You're a mistake. I'm staying right here with Stanley 2. This is Stanley 2. Hi, Stanley 2. Those balloons have just kind of frozen up there. Oh! I have to assume this is intentional, right? There's too many of these for this to not be intentional. Look, there's some of it in the... This has to be intentional. There's no way that's not intentional. That has to be. It has to be. There's no chance it's not. Settings, world champion, infinite hole reach. Okay. So settings, world champions over here. I'll go check out the big sign that says back to new later. Alright.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen.
Yeah.
So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity.
Is that a real thing? Subtitles, accessibility, show, player data, audio, video, control. I don't see that on here.
What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu.
Is that a Rage
We'll
comic?
sort the rest of the details out later.
They will never.
I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of
slider
bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
It's a Rage comic, oh my god. What is that QR code? I'm gonna check what that QR code is. Yeah, before I go through the door, I'm gonna check what the QR code is. StanleyParable2.com.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying?
What is
Why,
that?
it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast.
I'm gonna have to see more of this later. Okay, let's see what's in here. Epilogue?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, so that's it for that. I'm gonna do all the things I did in the last video, and I'm gonna check out what happens. Alright, so I'll see you then.
Whatever name that is.
Alright, I'm ready to go back into gym.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
Jim.
feature.
My
Just
favorite
play
thing to
along.
do is bucket.
I promise you'll love
My
it.
wife is bucket.
Okay, here we go. Let's
I
take a
am
deep
bucket.
breath,
Okay.
clear your mind,
Jim.
forget
I'm
whoever
Bucket
you
Jim.
are, and simply become
Bucket
a person named Jim.
Bucket.
I want
Jim.
you to imagine yourself living as Jim,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing
Jim.
all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I didn't hear
Do you
that
feel it
dialogue.
deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
No, I went all the way down here. Are you kidding me?
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
This game's
If
the
this were
best.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a
Take
break
that,
from the Jim
IGN.
button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Sonic Colors Ultimate? Trash. Mario 3D All-Stars? Trash. The Stanley Parable 2 has the best features. Out of order. You've been here already. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
To the top, and we can... Great! Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Yep. The giant Stanley is completely worthless. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? Okay, what's going on here? What?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I guess. Yeah. So now we're here. What is this?
So, Stanley,
Is this
what
the
do you
infinite
think?
hole too?
Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, that was... The jump circle's back.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
I see potential. Oh, okay,
Hold
no,
on.
you don't.
Let me do
You
a
don't.
different arrangement. Okay, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
much
Obviously,
better. I
yeah.
feel good about this. Here we
Fine.
go. Version 2.
It got worse. Ooh,
Who am I kidding,
Give me that.
Stanley?
Give it. I
This
need that. Give
isn't
me
a
that. Come here.
coherent
I need
video
that.
game at all. It's a
Give me
lot
that.
of gags.
Give me that.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted
can
more
tell.
than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features
This is
into
so
it.
good.
Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original
This
game.
is so meta.
Would it possibly work?
I don't think so.
But
No, it would
need a
never work.
really,
It would
really
never
tremendous
work.
title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Excuse me? Okay. This is cool. Now do I get my settings? Bumpscosity, let's go. Set that to 0 for now. This reminds me of cluster truck settings or cluster trucks menu. Begin the game?
Hey, if you made it this far in the video, why not consider subscribing? Here are some reasons why you should subscribe. Enjoyed the video.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it the same cutscene?
Stanley worked
It's
for a
not.
company in a
It
big
has the
building where he
balloons.
was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
The
job
balloons
was
are there.
simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a
Okay,
monitor
is this
on
the
his
same?
desk,
Besides that,
telling
is this
him
the same cutscene? Oh, I skipped it on accident. Okay. I guess I just go out and see for myself.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the clicks?
Oh, hey, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, what? I picked up the bucket. I picked up the bucket. I'm great. I'm so good at picking up buckets. Oh, hey, it's back to 0416. Okay. Well,
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
we already know how this goes down.
This was
Yep.
not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yep.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that
sweet,
the employee
sweet
lounge
dopamine.
was simply the place to be.
Yeah, it is.
And here it was. Had the bucket
Give me
turned
my
out
fucking cold
correct
drinks.
to be?
That's different dialogue because of the bucket. That's great. I love this.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nah, screw you. Is that a new painting? Was that always there? Okay, it's more happy birthday signs.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
What? Okay.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
No, I'm good.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed
I killed myself. No, no, no.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
This game's the best, man.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Okay, let's do
There's
this.
something up
Let's
there
do
I
this.
need you
Alright,
to
I'm ready.
do.
Hold up. We need to turn up our bumpscosity for this.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Damn it.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? What if the
listen,
problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Everything's a
I suppose that
bucket
would
to me,
explain a lot
man.
about your behavior
You
up
don't
to this
have to
point. Which,
I'm
if
bucket
that's
blind.
true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Am I
Please,
supposed to be up
step in here for a moment.
Let's land on the boxes. What? Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's go in here then. What?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios,
what's happening?
and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay, I got this. I got
Simply
this.
enough,
I need
right?
to my
This should
bucket
tell us
blindness
everything
to
we'll ever need to
not
know about
mislead
what
me.
is
My
or
bucket
is
blindness
not
cannot
a
mislead me.
bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
Fuck
not
you.
an actual bucket.
Okay, 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 okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
This one's a bucket. This one's a bucket for sure.
Incorrect.
Fuck
It is a
you.
3D printed recreation of a bucket, not
That's
an
just a-
actual bucket.
Nah, it's just a bucket. A 3D purification of a bucket is just a bucket. Narrator.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Bucket blindness. It has to be a bucket. This one has to be a bucket.
Correct.
Yes!
This is a bucket.
Yes! Okay. Oof. Alright, this is the most intense game show ever.
Item
That's a
4.
bucket. That's
Is
a
this
bucket.
a bucket?
If that's not a bucket, I've never seen a bucket before. Okay.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the
I
earth.
told you,
I
man,
suppose
a
it's
bucket
gimmick.
blind.
How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay, okay, I got this one. Okay, that's a tractor. That's a tractor. Remember, that's a tractor. That's a tractor. That's a tractor.
Is this a bucket?
I need to observe more closely. I can't observe any closer. It's looking pretty bucket-like to me.
Correct.
Yeah!
This is a bucket.
I knew it. Let's go.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
That's a tractor. That's a fucking tractor. You can't fool me anymore, man.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? It's a tractor and a bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless,
that is
in your
exactly what I
twisted
meant by
mind,
that.
have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No, I know everything's a bucket, because I'm bucket blind.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
It's a tractor.
Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
What?
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game
It took my no option away.
Okay, here we go.
It took my yes option away. Wait, no, did you just take my bucket?
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything
Everything
disappear?
was a bucket!
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
I told you
Stanley,
weren't.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But
I
it
can still
doesn't
hear
change
the bucket.
fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
How am I going to upload this video? I have been Idiovic. You're watching the Idiovic Variety Channel. And I will see you next time on the Stanley Parable 2.